Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. My name is Kevin, Kevin, in all caps, youtube.com/@Kevin247. Check me out on Instagram and check me out on Patreon. Drop me a DM, shoot me a message. Also, make sure you check out the links in the description down below. Get your free stocks from Moomoo. Free stocks just from opening an account. And this is a great way for folks to get started investing as beginners and taking advantage of these opportunities, as well as folks who want to know more about options trading, Forex, and other ways of producing income, passive income streams on the side using OpenAI and ChatGPT. Just comment and let me know. Hit me up on Patreon, hit me up on Instagram, as well as don't forget to get your application submitted for the $725 million Facebook settlement claim. All you had to do is have a Facebook account and they're going to give you free money, and as well as the opportunity to pick up on more money, $175 a day, responding and replying to comments on Facebook. It's as simple as that. Click the link. There's a link down in the description. Multiple options down there for simple and easy social media jobs. $40 per tweet on Twitter. The list goes on and on. There's something for everyone, and really you just have to have a smartphone or a laptop or a computer. You can use a MacBook Air. I use a MacBook Air. You can use a MacBook Pro. You could use an Apple iPhone. You can use a Samsung Galaxy, Android. It doesn't matter. And all you got to do is have some form of device and an internet connection, plain and simple. And then ultimately have a way to receive the money, whether it be through PayPal, or they'll mail you a check, or direct to your bank account, which I know that not everyone has a bank account, which is odd to say today in 2023, but I also know that it's a reality. It's a truth. And this has ultimately been by design. The wealth of this country, the wealth of the world, is systematically steered and directed towards a particular focal point, a demographic, a collective group. They want only certain folks in this group, and they want many, many others out of this group. And they're going to do all that they can to push more and more away, widen the wealth gap, and ultimately make things more challenging and financially harder in the future. We're talking about, yes, inflation will essentially at some point in time reach the target goal of the Fed, but prices will still be high. Incomes will still be low. Savings will still be depleted, empty, or non-existent. Credit card balances will still be high. Debt will still be at an unbelievable high limit. And many, many folks will be struggling to survive, to make it day to day, week to week, month to month, pay period to pay period, just trying to keep their heads above water. And there's simple and easy ways to set up you and your family to not necessarily have to become a victim, or if you feel as though you have or were, a victim in the past, overcome that and begin to build a stable financial foundation and proven strategies and strategic wealth building, simple, basic plans executed to go from 0 to 100. Metaphorically speaking, we want to go far past 100, but 0 to 100 real quick. Okay. So these are super simple. Like, we've discussed this before, and I say we, folks that are in my circle. Something as simple as get started early, make as much money as you can, spend as little money as possible, budget, save and invest, compound interest is your friend, avoid debt, revolving consumer debt, avoid that. because that eats away at your savings and your ability to invest. And rinse, wash, and repeat. Now, the key here is diversity, security, and cash flow as always, but getting started, putting everything else aside, removing the mental blocks, something as simple as literally taking your bank account balance, your monthly statement, and printing it off and going through and highlighting all your charges and transactions to know where all your money's going, okay? Where your money comes in and where it's going. Now, typically, money coming in for most is coming in from one source, and it's going out to probably 20 or 30. And this could be your rent, this could be your mortgage, this could be your car insurance, this could be, the multiple trips to Starbucks every day. This could be Chick-fil-A that you're buying all these chicken biscuits and waffle fries from this, religiously woke company. It could be the gas that you have to pay these high gas prices for to fill your vehicle. Maybe you drive an EV and you're saving some money there. But at the end of the day, going through your bank statement, highlighting your charges, and holding your debit, your check card accountable for where your money's coming and going. But the biggest problem really is probably more so the fact that you've only got one source of income. I'd be willing to bet most people who go through this exercise will realize that, wow, I got all these charges and transactions coming out, but I've only got this one that brings money in. These are all parts of a whole here, but at the end of the day, we want to change that one income source to two, to three, to four, to five. That list should go on and on. We want to get to the point where we have more income sources than we have outbound transactions. We want to have more debits than credits. Okay. And these are all based on generally accepted accounting principles. And again, these are the simple basics. It really, if you really get down to the nitty gritty of some of the wealthiest people in the world, or maybe some folks that you may see on a daily basis that, are financially sound and set and stable, it's not because they've done anything extremely extraordinary or extravagant. They've literally just executed on the basics over and over again. That's it. And this is very simple. If you invest consistently on a weekly basis, or every other week, every time you get paid, or however you want to do it, and essentially you begin to dollar cost average. And dollar cost averaging, if you were to look back over the last, depending on how old you are, if you were to look over the past 10 years or the past 15 years, past 20 years, dollar cost averaging would have worked out really, really well for you. Now, dollar cost averaging is probably going to continuously work out really well in the future. But the key here is time in the market, because I don't. You guys do what you want. Remember, do your own homework, get your own information, become your own expert, gain as much knowledge as you can. And whenever you feel comfortable doing whatever you want to do, that's on you. But me, I'm looking at time in the market versus timing the market. And I apply this basic principle to all investment strategies, including this one. And it is a long-term strategy that over time pays more than the potential upside of timing the market, because timing the market could also lose you a lot of money. Okay. But if you got time in the market, then you have the time for the market to fluctuate. You have time for the ups and the downs and the swings, the ebb and flow of the economy. But those, who are patient and who are diligent and who are not so easily afraid, I never invest money that I'm afraid to lose. Plain and simple. I'm okay with the gains and I'm okay with the losses. But if I'm not afraid of losing money in my investments, then I'm never going to make a rash and illogical and irrational knee-jerk reaction when I see a dip and sell because I'm afraid of losing more. Nah, I'm okay and comfortable with gaining even more. And when I see the dip, when I see the drop, when I see the red, that's just another signal for me to buy. Because, I like buying hamburgers when they're on sale.